OJC. OJC.
Say it again.
Shit.
Are you down with OJC?
Yeah, you know me.
That's right, everybody.
I'm down
Welcome
with
back.
it.
We are excited to be brewing solutions here at NIADA 2024, and we're having some fun. And guess what, everybody? We are bringing to you a live DealerCast 2.0, and we're having some fun right here with the one, the only Larry Bruce, and right next to him, shaking it up, Mr. Jeff Bruce. Welcome to the show, guys. Welcome to
What
the
up?
Nice to live.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah,
This is
I
good.
have
This is
everyone
good
in
one.
the same location. DealerCast
Yes.
2.0 is for real. It's happening right now. And this is the first one where all four of us are in the same room. And I'm excited about that. This has been a great couple of days. I want to tell you both, thank you so much for the hospitality, for having us be part of the team this
Oh, it's
week.
been fun.
It's been special to get to meet your people, get to meet your son, get to meet a lot of other people that are just the reason why this business is going to explode. And I'm pumped up about that. I'm glad that we're part of it. I'm glad that we're here. And I need to get a little bit closer this way. Come on. But I'm glad that we're here. We
Squeeze
played
in.
the ball with this guy this morning. We got our butts whooped, but we had some fun. It was all good, right? We're going to
Reintroduction of the Dynamite Monkey to the market.
If you guys don't know, this is Mr. Dynamite Monkey himself right over here, folks.
Tag, share it with a car girl, share it with a cowgirl.
Yeah, you know it. Make sure you guys share.
He already hit it right there. You guys know what to do. Tag a car guy
Tag a car gal.
and share.
Hashtag Dynamite Monkey. Let's get it viral again.
Get it viral again.
I
Yeah.
like that. I got to put that in there. So
All right. So
Dynamite
fresh
Monkey.
show, fresh event, NIADA 2024. Jeff, you've never been to one of these, have you?
I have not.
You have not. What are you actually thinking about this event?
I'm thinking it's a lot smaller than NIADA or NADA.
Mm.
I think everybody's worried about leads. I think traffic's down. I think everybody's got some concerns, and here Brewing Solutions trying to help them with that.
That's right, baby.
that is,
Yeah,
I think
that's the
that has been the topic. We've heard a lot of different things, but the one thing that we've heard, I would say, complaints or wanting more of is leads and how to actually handle those leads. And I think that's something special. Our show, we've been talking about how to handle those for a while now. OJC. But that being said, it's also about the software and how you utilize those softwares. And really, it's about just getting a little bit more knowledge. And that's what's happening at this booth. You can come by this booth all week long. We're going to be here tonight from 5:15 to 7:15 tonight to be able to give you some more information. And again, tomorrow morning, Larry, we're going to be here doing our thing. We're going to crush it for you guys. But get some education so that you guys can handle these leads and actually get these leads a little bit nicer. There's a lot of leads in this world. Trust me. Resources are everywhere. But if you don't know how to handle them or you don't know how to capture them, you're going to fall apart. So check it out.
No, it does. This has been like almost like a back, flashback to 2002, 3, 2002, the early 2000s, where everybody's talking about, well, I pay $17 lead. I'll pay for leads. I'll buy leads. I'll buy leads from you.
Yeah.
And you hear, can I buy some leads from you? Guys, first of all, third-party leads don't work. They don't work. They didn't work in 2000. They didn't work in 2010. They don't work today. If you can't generate your own leads, you got a problem, because those first-party leads are the leads you want. Those are the leads you've got to have, and that's what you've got to do that's got to be your charge. Find your first-party leads.
I love that.
Back in the two, if anybody in here remembers the car business, there was Auto by Tel, was the big lead provider. There were a bunch of these lead providers that would sell these leads. Now,
Just two or three times.
That's just it.
Good tip.
That's just it. They would tell you
Facts right there. That's very true.
They would sell the lead to the dealer. They sell the lead to 5 dealers sometimes. Then they would say, well, I'm only going to sell it to you. And then they recycle it down here. These leads that you think you're going to buy, you might as well just burn your money.
Well, take
Stop
a step
doing
above with the waterfall effect too, because there's only
Yeah.
2 or 3 of those sources that are good. The other 97 that aren't quite as good, they get sprinkled in more and more every
Yeah,
time. So,
so-
be a little cautious of that.
This whole idea of buying leads and somehow that's going to fix your deal, it ain't.
Right.
Yeah.
So with that, we've noticed that there's plenty of dealerships that eventually do end up getting the leads. Then they fire the person that provides leads, right? Because they don't know how to even process that, right? They no longer use that source because they don't have the elements in place inside of their operation to even take care of the access they have to customers. And we're over here screaming out OJC. And on that, the culture that has to be created around your technology, around your processes, around your leads. What is it that you would advise people to do when really taking a look at it, coming from an event like this, going home and saying, let's go activate something, or we got this cool new thing that we're getting? What should they be paying attention to when they go back to the store and they have all this information?
3 things. 1, first party leads. Get your own leads. 2, understand that you will not every lead you get now was gold. It's now triple platinum. You will need to do more with less because you're going to have less. 3, understand where your leads went, because here's where they went. You don't realize it, but you should. They went to drive time. You don't sell 40,000 cars a month, 30,000 cars a month, 20,000 cars a month, and do it on 20,000 leads. You do it on 200,000 leads.
That's a good math number right there. That's facts.
And that's actually probably a high number, probably more like 300,000 leads.
Yeah.
These leads went away. They didn't go away like out of the market. They just went away from you.
Away from you.
Yeah.
That's right. That's so
Like
true.
bad
So-
credit.
so
So they don't
yeah,
buy a car. They just get by one a day.
Because you don't, it's
They will,
because
and they will.
because you don't put your price online, because you're not transparent. You think that you're insulated. That's one thing that's just been so baffling to me about this whole show is that I'm a buy here, pay here guy. I don't do anything online. What? You do everything online.
But
You know,
prices.
Yeah, but no, realistically, not putting a price on there, that's just the half. That's not even the half of it.
Yeah, man.
You know, I mean, yeah, they can go to drive time. They can not only get the price online, but they can get the price online and get the payment online and make their own deal online and go down to the store and pick it up for what they put it online. And you don't think this is, yeah, and you don't think this applies to you.
And
It so applies to you. It's not even funny.
it is so true. That is so true, Larry. And I'm telling you, folks, listen, because they're going to buy anyway.
They're gonna buy.
The more that if you have your price, guess what's the likelihood of them actually showing up? Way higher. What transparency? What do you think? What do you think the trust level goes up? Way higher. The opportunity of growth is there. It's matter of fact, they know what they're paying. I'd rather know I'm paying more than a car than be surprised at the end of it because you're trying to make me feel like you're car guying me.
No.
So change it up. Be like Drive Time. Drive Time's doing it digitally. They're doing it online. They're crushing it. And how many cars you say they're selling?
Between 20 and 30,000 a month. God dang.
The number I looked up was Carvana stock. January 23, $4.14, and now it's up to 108 this week. They're doing something right.
They're doing something
Apparently, it's now working. So maybe we should take a cue from
And
that.
that is, they're wedging out the buy here, pay here's.
They're
that-
wedging out the independent dealer, period.
They are.
And it doesn't matter what you are. Buy here, pay here, or late model used. Doesn't matter. You are their target, whether you want to believe it or not. And it's not that that's a bad thing. That's actually a good thing. It's called capitalism. They saw a leak or a hole in the market that independent dealers weren't filling. They went and filled it to a really big number.
Well, high tides raise all boats. So
Sometimes.
we see their models working. Everybody, let's catch up. Let's talk about e-retail. Let's talk about speed to lead. Let's talk about collecting every lead and doing something with it, contextually marketing. Lots
Stop
of things
talking
can
about
fix this.
dragging them down to your store somehow and figure out how you're going to trick them into buying a car. Let's stop talking about that.
Come on. Well, okay, so now we're here. We're seeing all the stuff that's buzzing. We definitely have the whole lead conversation going on. The dealers are trying to find leads, trying to keep up with their processes. We're learning about many different dealers. Some of the great conversations that we've been having is about their process breakdown, not actually having a culture that does do coaching, not having a culture that does do any sort of proactive looking into how we're building our store. Very, very reactive, as the car business tends to be, right? But with that, there's also the conversation of compliance and protecting ourselves. Now,
I'm surprised.
the
Bigger
platform.
deal
So we're
every
here,
day.
we're out here with PSX Digital. We're out here making sure that everybody does understand how awesome that is. Great people to talk to. Love you, brother. Trade pending in the house, everybody. But there's a conversation that needs to be had about being able to have your people on the platform using it the right way, because you need to protect these owners. We need to protect the stores.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a frightening topic, because number one, if you're not on a platform that has email, text, call, all integrated, and your tech, don't think your salespeople are just not using text.
Right.
They are. They're just doing it on their phone. So your customers' driver's
Bingo.
licenses and insurance cards and
Oh, yeah.
personal, I've seen bank statements come through.
Card.
All this is ending up on personal cell phones. That should be horribly frightening to you, because it won't be the personal sales guy they sue.
No.
It will be you.
Oh,
You
of
can
course,
count-
because the
you
salesperson
count
doesn't
on it.
mind. They come after the dealership, who is really the one that's liable because you're not holding them accountable for those things.
Right.
And
Folks,
you won't
it's
even have a way to go back and look, because then
No.
what will the salesperson do?
No.
Erase, delete,
No,
delete.
yeah.
You know, and the average
I gotta
fine for
go.
something like this
Yeah.
across the country is about $50,000 every time something like that pops up, folks. And multiply that times every time one of your salespeople done that. That's a lot. And don't tell me your salespeople
Well,
will do it.
you know,
That one's not going to be the end. They're going to come find more.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
but
That's
when
they
how
found
they
it,
get-
it'll be
that's
it.
how they get permission to look even further.
Yeah.
Trust me, you don't want them to look
It's
further.
it's like a warranty audit. No matter what happens, if the manufacturer comes into your dealership on a warranty audit, you're going to pay.
Yeah, no.
You're going to at least get the cost of the warranty audit.
Right.
So, but that's not even the scariest part.
Oh, man.
Think about it. That's not the scariest part. The government coming to find you is not the scariest part. It's a finite number. Here's the scary part: is when some litigious lawyer turns this into a class action lawsuit.
Okay, yeah.
That's not just a finite number. That's as many as he can get to join.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the club everybody wants to join. Too.
I mean, I'll take my $10. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be part of that club.
So with some class, there will be a class action lawsuit. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
Larry, you're 100% insightful there. That's so true. These things always come to a head. And with the way that information and technology is, and the way that we can research and find out if that is happening, it's scary. So start now, start today. Don't wait. Start making it happen. What are you doing wrong, and reverse engineer that. Simple as that. And I promise you, if you come check out what's happening here at this booth, we can give you solutions for that. I mean, let's speak of that. Let's speak of your software, man. You know, because you guys have a lot of great offerings, and I love that. And and we talk about. Let's scoot over a little bit this way, guys.
Yeah.
We
This
talk
way, this
way.
reverse engineer. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Reverse engineer.
we're talking about we're talking about a really great company with PSX Digital, proud sponsor of our show. We're partnering up with you guys. We love you guys so much because of the way that you guys are trying to take this information and the way that you're trying to help your clients and future clients to be able to function better. That being said, how is your software going to help them be more compliant? How is your software going to help them be able to communicate with their leads and first party leads? How do they get
Yeah,
that from that?
I think we were talking about that earlier today. I don't know if you were there, but it was you. It was Lou. We were talking to the octopus guy.
Oh yeah, Tom.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah. So
Speaking of compliance,
yeah, speaking of compliance, we were talking about compliance, and that's how we kind of stumbled into that. But I think if you're a CRM company and you don't offer compliance, you're the tip of the spear. You're where the compliance, the in compliance started, right? Because that and how that happened for us was, I just opened up our CRM one day, was looking for something for one of our clients, and just happened to run across somebody's social security card sitting in my text string in one of the client in CRM. Huh? And you no. I can't unsee that.
yeah, no kidding.
And so at that point, we decided, well, this can't stand, and we've had to build a secure documents area and allow for the digital folder online or the secure documents area where everything goes. So now everything goes to the secure documents area, and there's one person who's in charge or two people in charge at the dealership, and now they can allow you to see it or not allow you to see it. They can allow you to see it for a period of time or not allow you. You've got
the customer has control.
The
over
customer
it, too.
and the customer
They
can
control the information the dealership
right.
doesn't.
They can go in and delete whatever they want to delete. Whatever personal data if you don't have, the customer doesn't, if you have part of the solution, which is a lot of people will build part of the solution, right? Where the dealer will put the contract in there. They'll build this, this digital deal jacket thing, right? But they only have control of it. That's not enough. The customer must be able to get in there and decide what they allow you to keep and what they don't.
So after the deal's done, you can delete it all out.
Now, some of you have to. You're going to have to hold on to it. If that's your only source, some of it you're going to have to hold on to it for the bank, and the customer will understand that, right? But the stuff but giving them, allowing them to go in and take out the things that they want you to take out keeps you out of the class action lawsuit. No one wants to put you in the class action lawsuit where you're actually doing something right and can speak to do something done right. They want all the people, everybody else who's doing it wrong.
Yes.
Well, and one of the bigger things that I've always known is that when you're making an effort and you research and find partners that are making an effort alongside you, nothing's ever going to be perfect.
True.
But it's a very defensible position if you partner with somebody that is taking this seriously and you're taking it seriously. And then when they come in and do an audit and say, hey, yeah, you found something that's not perfect, but we're really making a concerted effort to address the situation. We all know is important.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I
so
love
different than bringing somebody into the service department, right? And saying, hey, these are the things that are wrong with your car. We're going to be very clear about it. We're going to say what needs to be fixed. We're going to show you what needs to be done. Here's the recommendation. Yeah. This is what it's actually going to cost you if you do it, or if you don't do it, what your potential liability would be if you do not actually fix the areas that you're having.
It is very service department.
Right.
Yeah. We probably should get this done. Recommendations.
Right.
And Billy, you should get it done. And you should do it now. But we understand that not everybody can right now. Not everybody has the budget or not. But here's the thing. Imagine if all your budget's gone. Imagine if your whole life, everything that all your insurance, the whole nine gets hit.
Future generation budget, their generation.
You can't afford not to.
Well,
your kids are going to be like, what happened, right? But that being said, listen, there's solutions everywhere. But with PSX, there's so many solutions, and there's so many different ways that we can help you. But once again, it starts with conversation. It really does. Just have a conversation. If you're here right now in Las Vegas, come to the event. Come check us out at this booth.
Just come tell us your problem. We solve problems. We never there's not a single thing built in PSX that didn't start as a problem that somebody either brought to our attention or that we saw and wanted to go fix. That's all we do is just solve problems. But it's kind of a little, I guess, bigger than that, right? In that it's like the old way I used to sell a warranty when I was in F&I, right? It's hard to imagine the value of a warranty when I'm getting a brand new car. It's going to run. I feel like it's going to run. Otherwise I wouldn't be buying it.
Right.
How do you get in your mindset of, well, let me tell you a story. Your wife is driving cross country. She breaks down in backwoods, Louisiana on her way to Atlanta. How cheap? Yeah.
I'm scared by myself. Not even my wife. Oh man.
How cheap is that warranty at that point?
Right.
At that point, it's really cheap. The lawsuit's the same way. Right now, getting a compliance area, getting compliant, getting a piece of software seems really expensive. But when you're in the middle of that lawsuit, or when that subpoena hits, that's going to seem really, really cheap at that point. Oh my God! How cheap was that?
A plan is a plan.
That is it. And I want you all to think of it like car insurance, man. You know what I mean? Like, because can I ride around and probably not get caught? Probably. But let something happen. Let yourself get pulled over without it. Let yourself get in a car accident and don't have car insurance. Oh, life changes.
Yeah.
Life it's a whole different world. Then you're going to be, I wish I should have, I could have. Same thing here. This is one of those things where, maybe you won't get slapped on the wrist. Odds are you are. I'm telling you, folks. But let's say maybe not. But one day it's going to happen. And when it does, it's going to be multiple years, all the way back to now, where they can actually track that stuff. Because
so far,
I'm so far away, I was off the screen.
He's so far,
but that's what I mean, like all the way.
All the way back.
Go that deep with you guys, and they're going to look at all that, and you're not only going to find you, there could be jail time. There could be so much stuff that can happen because you did it the wrong way, and because you could have just made one adjustment. You could have just went and got education. You could have just came by PSX digital booth and had some fun with us and learned something.
We'll have fun.
We'll have fun. We'll tell you.
I'm thinking about his warranty.
We are Dynamite Monkey in this building right now. So let's
hashtag Dynamite Monkey.
Hashtag.
Bring it back. His answer to the warranty thing was going to be off from a blue plan and a black plan because everybody likes options. But he had a better story than that. I thought that's where we were going. Maybe a green
keeping it fun. But speaking of having fun, so we're out here. We're in Vegas having a great time. Your son is actually out here with you. We try to highlight how everything is bigger than business, folks.
It is bigger.
We're not just excited about this awesome family that is automotive, but it is awesome when we get the chance to do this with our sons. Last year, our sons were with us, and we were having fun at this event. But your son's here, Vegas for the first time at a convention, running into people. What did he like about the energy and kind of the flow that he ran into yesterday with so many different people rolling all over the place?
No, I think he's a little overwhelmed right now.
Vegas can get him for it.
Yeah. I think he got indoctrinated to Vegas the way many of us have.
Yeah.
So
have a strong rookie season.
We had a strong rookie season, no doubt, no question about it. Yeah, it's it's always good. It's always good. It's it makes you proud to see them do what they do well, right? And
He's a hustler.
yeah, do well, and and it's been an interesting thing. I would have bet against that one,
Yeah.
but I'm glad of it,
So, Jerry,
and much glad for it now.
some great deal over here. We got Jerry walking by right now. Let's come over here and say hi to the camera really quick.
Ah,
We're on
hop
DealerCast
in, baby.
2.0.
Come on in.
You gotta get in there, man.
Speaking of
Yeah, get
DealerCast,
in there,
Get in there.
Jerry, get in the middle. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you one question.
Oh,
Oh,
we go.
man.
One
Oh,
question.
We
man.
might ask you more than one. I'll let you get to busyness, but
It's not about Tootsie
we-
Pop.
we've been talking about the hot subject that's been happening here and people and dealers out here. And I know you're in the buy here, pay here world. So that being said, what we're talking about leads. Is that like the big thing that you're here for? Or what is the biggest thing that you came here to get some help with?
Just more education. A lot of things going on, legislatively. That's our big thing right now. Is trying to the advocacy, with legislation is what I'm out here for. This time.
Right on, man. That's good. Well, I'm glad. I mean, I know you're always part of what's happening inside there. You like to be educated all the time. What's happening inside, not just the automotive buyer payer, but what's happening period in government, right? Like, because you know that the government's going to dictate how our business runs, man.
Exactly.
What did you see that happened in the last 12 months that NIADA did to help you deal with it?
Maybe spot someone move down so we can get in.
I hit you two. I said one, but I hit you with two.
Yeah, you can't see.
It's okay.
I know. Well, state level wise, we're doing more. We had legislative day, and we met in our state level.
That's amazing.
Carolinas.
That's right.
Carolina. And this is like El Presidente,
Yeah.
right? The state.
Just so you guys, I don't know if you guys know that.
Not for being in front of the camera.
No, and that's why I appreciate you came over. We've had your boys on the camera before. It's good to have you on the camera.
They're much better than I am.
But you're a gentleman, and we appreciate everything you're doing and the way that you represent the automotive industry and the way you represent your states, man. You guys do a great job out there. Jerry, appreciate you so much.
I appreciate you
Thank you
guys.
so much,
Congratulations,
brother. See
Good
this
evening.
right here? You see his wrist? This is classic. Keep
Yeah,
growing for
he
this
knows what's
focus
up.
fly.
He's
Rock
rocking
winning
right here.
Right.
That's right. This is my guy right here, folks. He also, if you guys know where to get the best bourbon, reach out to him. He'll tell you.
Yeah, you know.
All right, so who's local do you got?
That's worth knowing right there.
Carolina.
So, folks, I mean, as you see, there's different levels to everything here. When it comes to what he's talking about, being in the legislative stuff, that's important too. But it comes down to how do we speak to our customers and what's legal, what's compliant, how do we hold their information, what's going to happen to our businesses later, taxes, the whole nine. Big deal. That's
Yeah.
why these events are amazing to come to. And once
Yeah,
again,
if you're an
stuff.
independent dealer, you need to be a part of the association, because the association is at that state and national level working to make sure that the laws don't get made without you. Keep in mind, and we all know this, especially if you've had dealerships in the past, that the people that are making those laws don't know anything about our business. And so they're
many businesses at all. Let's
they're-
just be real.
let's
You
just
know what I
be
mean?
real.
Most
Okay,
of them
yeah,
that don't have a business.
Yeah, a business. So they don't know anything about your business or any other business for that matter in many cases. And so what ends up happening is it's all, for the consumer.
Sure.
Granted, they're trying to help the consumer and they're looking at this totally from the consumer's level, and not everything can be that way, exactly the way they think it should be, because there are certain things we have to do to be able to facilitate that sale that you don't want to get in the way of. But at the same time, when what NIADA is doing, which is like what any good association would do, is they're also making sure that the bad actors don't stay around. Because the bad actors, if they continue to do this, the laws will get made without the NIADA. They'll get made without you. They'll get made without me. They'll get made. The laws are going to get made.
No kidding.
And the more bad actors and the more bad things that happen, the faster and the worse those laws are.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to help Jerry, Patrick, and you want to be those guys, fighting for you at your state capital, in the national capital, or in Washington. You want those guys doing that, but that takes money. It takes money, no matter how you slice it up. And you've got a strong showing with a group, much stronger than you would by yourself.
Mhm.
So you want to support that association that's helping getting that done and keep keeping your business from becoming a liability of the law.
Hey,
Yeah,
You guys brewing
I
solutions?
love that. I love that you said
You guys
that
brewing
because it is
solutions?
true. You know, when you do have that power
can be.
behind that backing,
Yeah.
because you're right. The power of 100, the power of 2 actually is way stronger than the power of 1. Like,
Yeah.
it's multiplied by like 1,000, right? So
Sure.
when you can actually have that with that many people who can go and support and have really smart people like people who've gone to college and got that lawyers that are literally on your team coming out there to be able to decipher what the lawmakers have written. Because a lot of times we think everything is good, we approve, and then we realize, oh, they threw this little garbage in here that I did not read and didn't even notice. But when you have the right people looking at those things, it makes a big difference, and you see a huge difference. And I love that. And I love that. You know, that's what's going down.
Yeah, and the association's coming down and helping you understand what.
Yeah,
Here's what
yes.
happened here.
Yes.
So we're going to help you guys understand what happened, what happened,
Right.
so that you can comply. You know, and then you got to do it.
right.
Well, that's the
That's
biggest
the
thing.
thing. And then it takes the action. It's one thing when, okay, now you have this representation. It's just like not using your tool. You have people that are representing. They need to know what to represent from the dealer body, which is you all. And then once the solution is there for the protection or for whatever, put it to work. Actually use it, implement
Hallelujah.
it.
Yeah.
And
You may not
for
like
some
the law,
reason-
but comply with it anyway. Because I mean, it's not
Laws are funny
complying.
like that.
Not complying is not an option.
No,
No,
I mean,
it's very expensive.
just like building a fence, right, Fred?
Yeah,
Right.
just like building
I
a
mean,
fence.
whatever the regulation is, I gotta man.
Yeah,
that just
no,
doesn't even
I
make
put-
sense. I gotta.
We was
add a
talking
fence.
about put a pool fence up, and I was 1 foot away from it being perfect, and I had to put up a whole other piece of fence just because of that one thing. But I had to be compliant.
Was it over 6 foot?
It was no, but it was literally like 1 foot away from being right. So all I gotta say is this: do it the right way. Look up what you're supposed to do, and then you don't have to do extra work. You don't have to do all this extra stuff and add an extra 50 feet of stuff for no reason, right? Well, for a reason, but could have done it in the first place. That being said, it'll save you time, it'll save you money, it'll save you headache, but it also you can sleep good at night. There's something special about doing things the right way. When you're doing it the right way, you don't have to second guess or double check or go back and see what you did. You could be like, I did it right, so it's okay. One of my favorite things is when I stopped doing power books, we don't do that. I quit doing that. Juicing incomes, doing all this stuff that dealers do still.
Books.
I'm telling you, never stop doing
That's
that.
what I'm like. What's a power?
We made more money. We sold more cars. I slept better. And I was able to show people how to do it the right way and still maximize profit.
Yeah.
People say, oh, you can't make gross without doing those things. It was possible.
Yeah, you can.
You can. Matter of fact, you can make a lot of gross that way.
Yeah.
And it's actually because that's just the way the world works. Do things right things happen to you.
Amen to that. Speaking of doing things right, we're about to have another session out here tonight. The expo hall is going to be open again.
That's
And
right.
we want to make sure that people are getting the full swag pack from us. So what is it that we're actually giving everybody for just visiting us?
No, we still got OJC t-shirts, right?
I think
We've got
there's
some
any
OJC t-shirts.
We got
and
money.
we got
Chips.
some poker
We
chips.
got some chips.
We're gonna make it
And
rain.
of course, like I said,
Make it
we got
rain.
the dynamite monkey right here, right?
And
So
of course, you have your medium, your dark
You know,
roast,
yeah,
and
you
your
didn't
medium
get it
roast.
right.
And I'll go one further. We were giving out $100 Visa gift cards. Whoever came by the booth today with on-the-job coaching T-shirts from yesterday.
This
But
shirt right here, guys.
I think, are you okay if we give away 2 more $100 tonight for anybody that wears one tonight?
Yeah.
All right,
Let's go.
not you two.
Oh,
I'll go one up there too.
Y'all are
Dang.
exempt.
no, you know
You guys,
what?
you're
I
exempt.
feel like I have that money already because I'm wearing the shirts.
That's
Right?
right.
No, these are very
Those
nicely
are money.
made.
They're good T-shirts.
And this OJC, it's made. We started the show off with it. We're going to end the show with it again after we forget Focus Fly. But understand that it's important that we do coaching. We go in. We don't just manage people. We coach them. We show them ways. We're there inside the play, during the play, like a football coach, just like a basketball coach, telling people where to be positioned, because that is our job as leaders. Not everybody's going to do it the way you do.
That's
So
right.
show them how to do it
That's
and
right.
be there when they do it and coach them when they're doing it. And if you guys do the OJC,
That is your training.
that is
That
your
is your-
training.
that
That's
there
all you
is
ever
no-
need.
Started with
none
finding
of
a
us-
good
none of us-
technology partner that was built to solve all the problems you're struggling with today, and just trust us to help you do it.
Oh, you gotta love that. You gotta love that. And if not, all good folks, you can forgive Focus Fly and
Indeed,
start
that's right.
growing today and moving in the right direction. All these things are solvable. We like to make sure that we encourage everybody to recognize that being a solutionary means that your worst case scenarios worst case scenario, and you can solve the problems that you face, but you actually have to face them, take action, massive action. With that said, everybody, we're going to drop these F-bombs that don't offend the moms. We are still having some fun. You heard it, folks. We're still giving away some money for you wearing a T-shirt. There's money just for coming by. I mean, come and get you some real chips. You can actually bring some value with you outside of here, which is the whole purpose of you coming here. Make sure that you do have some fun with this. But guys, let's do this. This is the first time we've actually done a show.
Can we all get in?
Hey, just so you guys know, tomorrow we're gonna probably do a
It's not
second
forgiving
show.
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
not
so
forgiving
we've
yet.
never done 2 shows in 1 week. Stay tuned.
Watch this. Here we go. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Forgive.
Focus.
Focus.
Fly.
Keep
Rowing.
coaching.
OJC. OJC. OJC.